car loan, take off the flex and the white loss.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the Titans' rocket-armed quarterback. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Titans and the Colts, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You've got to fight against that. You've got to come out ready to play.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And what a game in his NFL debut last week as he showed why this franchise is so high on him. They got early dividends as he threw 3 touchdown passes, and he looks to build on that success coming into this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 14 carries, 83 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines, encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came into this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. There to knock that one away was the safety, Amani Hooker. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Being chased down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards that time.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little role change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
frustrated.
Oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Phillips. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off at 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and 9 now. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack. Sets him back big time. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal. A long 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the result in the end, the Titans touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Colts at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the 1st quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared, because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he pulls it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season, and the Colts have taken the lead. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. They had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Henry running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Nick Westbrook-Akine there to make the grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Samson Abuka in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. 2nd and 15. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go option to the short side, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Coltsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Here we go, here we go.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
Ready, break.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 2nd and 4. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Colts! Isaiah McKenzie from 19 yards away. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. But the Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. Tyler Johnson, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Tua Tagovailoa, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Colts, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
2nd and 11. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Being chased out left. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run it again with Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your team.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Samson Abuka picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach probably just looked at him and said, applaud.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Michael Pittman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3rd and 4, and this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Fortson.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Colts send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Phillips.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 54 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Back to throw. This is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks from 6 yards away. And the Titans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Whistles
now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Colts send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. So now the Titans down by 2. A little over a minute and a half remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. He's got Henry. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield. Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. So now let's look at this situation with no timeouts remaining. The offense should be able to just run the clock out.
I know that's what it says on my time management chart up here. And I know a lot of teams are hiring a time management coach who's going to sit in the box, talk to the head coach. And in this situation, if you do anything but take a knee in victory formation, then you're not playing the game right. This game should be over. Take the knee, hold on to the ball.
By the way, so impressive that you do have a time management chart up here.
Listen, you know I can't count. So I need it in a big way. We can't hire anyone to help us out. So hopefully I'm reading it correctly.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Indianapolis, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.